Sometimes the smallest leaf holds the greatest strength, and behind it, the biggest heart. In a quiet little corner of a busy city lived two young women, Sue and Johnsy. Both were artists. They shared a small apartment and dreamed of becoming famous painters someday. And their room was simple but full of color, art, and imagination. Sue was cheerful and strong, while Johnsy was gentle and sensitive. They supported each other through happy days and hard times. Then came a bitter winter. The streets were full of snow and cold winds. People in the city began to fall ill with pneumonia, a disease that made breathing very hard. And sadly, one day, Johnsy got sick too. Johnsy lay in bed, pale and weak. She hardly spoke and she refused to eat. Sue tried her best to care for her friend. She brought soup, told funny stories and played soft music. When the doctor visited, he gave Sue some painful news. She is very weak, but that's not the biggest problem, he said. She has lost the will to live. If she doesn't fight, she won't recover. Sue's heart sank. She held Johnsy's hand and promised not to leave her side. Johnsy's bed faced a window that looked out onto a wall. On that wall grew a vine that twisted up the bricks with green leaves hanging from its branches. One day, Johnsy began staring at the vine more than usual. I keep counting the leaves, she whispered. When the last one falls, I'll go with it. I'll die. Sue was shocked. What? That's not true, Johnsy. You'll get better. You just need rest. But Johnsy didn't listen. Every day she watched the leaves fall. Only 5 left now, she said one day. Sue tried to distract her, but her friend was slipping deeper into sadness. Desperate and afraid, Sue went downstairs to ask for help. Their neighbor, Mr. Berman, was an old artist who had lived in the building for years. He was grumpy, drank too much, and often talked about painting a masterpiece, but never actually did it. When Sue told him about Johnsy's belief, Berman slammed his fist on the table. Nonsense, he shouted. People don't die because of falling leaves. I haven't painted my masterpiece yet, and I won't let her give up. Sue asked if he could help, but he didn't explain what he would do. He simply put on his coat and followed Sue upstairs. That night, a terrible storm hit the city. Rain lashed the windows. Wind howled through the streets. Sue didn't sleep. She kept checking the vine outside the window. Surely the last leaf would fall. But when morning came, Johnsy opened her eyes and looked out. There it was, one single green leaf still clinging to the vine. It's still there, she whispered. It didn't fall. Day after day, storms came and went, but the leaf didn't fall. It stayed, strong, steady. Johnsy stared at it with wonder. And if that leaf can survive the storm, maybe I can too. Johnny finds hope. Slowly, Johnsy began to change. She sipped soup. She smiled. She held Sue's hand and said, "Thank you for staying with me." The doctor came again and was pleasantly surprised. "She's getting better," he said. "She has found her will to live again." Sue was overjoyed. Johnsy was coming back stronger and braver than before. As the doctor was leaving, he paused and said, I'm treating another patient in this building, Mr. Berman. He was found cold and wet 2 nights ago. He is very sick. I'm afraid he won't survive. A few days later, Mr. Berman passed away from pneumonia. Sue sat by Johnsy and gently told her the truth. That last leaf, she said, it wasn't real. It was a painting. Johnsy's eyes widened. That night, during the storm, Mr. Berman climbed up and painted the leaf on the wall so you wouldn't lose hope. He gave everything to save you. That was his final painting, his masterpiece. Johnsy's heart filled with tears, but not sadness, gratitude, love. Johnsy never forgot Mr. Berman's gift. That painted leaf saved her life. It became a symbol of courage, kindness, and selfless love. She hung a small painting of a green leaf above her bed. As a reminder, she lived with new purpose, new strength, and whenever things got hard, she looked at the leaf and whispered, "Hold on," just like the last leaf did.